UDC.
Today, we'll be presenting about managing gas outages and restoration with the utility network. We will cover the AVANGRID business drivers, some immediate benefits, the workflow, and then finish off with a demo. A little bit of background. When we spoke with the customer, they really expressed an interest in an accurate customer count, total number of isolation valves, pipe length, and outage polygon. These would all be captured for running an out-of-the-box trace and displaying the custom summary. Then they want to do something with those results to help them manage their work. They provided them the ability to save the detailed trace results as a feature to be viewed on other GIS maps, as well as provide an export that can be utilized by their work management system. In their case would be SAP. Which then they would be able to create notification and work orders from there. And then lastly, AVANGRID wanted the ability to create a shareable PDF report containing the details of the trace and a map of the area. Some of the quick wins AVANGRID will gain from this tool is a transparency for regulators. This saved data will allow AVANGRID to create a yearly detailed report instantly for any regulatory agencies, showing summaries of each outage and locations. Some of the efficiencies gained from this tool is the ability to route field personnel to the correct location and devices. And as more and more data is added, engineers can start analyzing this information for capital improvement projects where there may be concentrated areas of outages. So now we're going to kind of briefly talk about the workflows before we dive right into the demo. AVANGRID will isolate and identify the impacted customers by utilizing the out-of-the-box UN trace widget and some custom trace summary. Then they'll save the results for the transparency and collaboration of the team. Then assign these to the field staff using an out-of-the-box query and select by attribute or polygon widget, which will allow coordination of the work effort. This will then be exported to a CVS, a CSV file, which will be imported to SAP for work management. Using the out-of-the-box print and filter widget, this will allow the users to select the outage and create a detailed report to be sent to additional team members and file for regulatory reporting. So once SAP has consumed the outage data, AVANGRID will use SAP to track work through notifications, work orders within their system. Now, some of the potential solutions for work management we recommended was Esri's Workforce for work management. However, at the time, AVANGRID wanted to use their current system, SAP. And now, the live demo. I hope everybody's sitting down for this. All right, here we go. So what we're looking at is the entire service territory for Southern Connecticut Gas using the web application. What you see, these little blue dots here are actually testing their outage areas, if you will, customers. And what we're going to do first is we're going to go in and we're going to search by meter number. And it's going to take us to the location of that meter. And as you can see, it'll pop up automatically, pops up, and gives some basic information that we're capturing from different systems. And one of them is SAP. And then from there, we're going to go into the trace widget. And currently we have isolation trace widget trace configured. And what we're going to do is we're going to place a flag to identify the tracing point. I'm going to place it on the main. And then I'm going to run the trace. As you can see, it highlights all the features that are associated with that tracing. And then you also notice that the summary came up. See, the orange are the two isolation valves or controllable valves. It also gives a distribution pipe and service pipe feet length. It gives a number of customer meters. And then it gives a number of meters, set meter setting. So what this is if you have one meter that serves multiple customers. So it'll give you a customer count. Now, if we want to exclude one of these isolating valves, we come back to the tracing, and we're going to click on the little circle with a slash through it here. We're going to click on the controllable valve, and we're going to rerun the trace. And as you will notice, it's going to select additional pipe and information, and you'll notice the results will change. It has more customer meters and additional distribution pipe and service pipe footage. So now that we have this information, we want to be able to share this with the field crew. So it allows us to save this data. So I click the save button. And then I'm going to type in a trace name. Then we're going to, so we enter the trace name. We hit OK. And then it saves this, this trace information to a feature class. So, and then this feature class would now be able to be consumed by other maps and, for example, field maps out in the field, as long as they have some kind of network connection. So now what we're going to do is we're going to export that information into a CSV file. So we're going to go into the outage customer query widget, and we're going to go to the task. We're going to select the trace name that I just created and apply. And it's going to give us a list of all the customers that were affected in this outage. I'm going to click the three dots and export to CSV. And it'll export to the CSV file, which then will be consumed to by SAP, and then notifications and work orders will be created based on this information. And that concludes the live demo for today.
UDC